Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Neon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
Told you she'd be back.
I will be back.
I'll be back. She is back. Yeah, we're going to talk about Disney Plus Day.
Yes.
It's the day that keeps on giving us sneak peeks of logos for shows that are eventually going to come out.
Yeah, well, yeah. There was a lot of those.
Unless they get canceled like Kevin Smith's show.
Yeah, which we're going to talk about that.
Yeah, this was another Disney Plus adaptation that was announced with a lot of fanfare a couple of years ago. Kingdom Keepers, and it quietly disappeared. And Kevin Smith has been talking about.
Oh, you mean like he's gonna probably do to Netflix as soon as his NDA's up, where he goes around and slams people?
Yeah, I gotta tell you,
he talks shit. I'm just saying.
As an executive, objectively, I wouldn't hire him because he does seem to tell a lot of stories about a lot of deals that never happened or behind-the-scenes drama or leak stuff.
I'm laughing because I realize the irony of saying he's talking shit because he does that anyway.
Anyway, so I would take some of these announcements with a grain of salt. Again, they also had a Disney villain show that never happened.
Yeah.
You know, and again, this is, a case of Disney. They're like, they flash a bunch of logos up and they're like, look at all these shows we've got coming, guys. Subscribe, please subscribe.
Yeah,
because
2022, 2023, and then, yeah, I know they do a couple little teaser things. They had a couple things that didn't even show like the show. It was just like
concept
two actors.
Art.
Yeah, yes, Obi-Wan, they had this concept art, and then they had like, Cheaper by the Dozen again, and it was just like the actors talking, and Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, which, oh yeah, that's my favorite. They have the reboot crossed out, and they said, no, it's not a reboot, it's a comeback. I'm like, what is this, semantics? Because you know damn well they're going to reboot it. I'm hoping it's a comeback and they don't change it. But we're talking Disney, and all they can do is reboot and do live action remakes.
Yeah, I talked about the X-Men 90s sequel series earlier today, and I'm like, it sounds good on paper. It sounds like a fan pleaser, but I know it's going to go south. I know they're going to do something to mess it up.
All I kept thinking about with the Chip and Dale one, when they crossed that reboot, they made sure they kept saying it was a comeback and the things, was because, remember the backlash they got for that Home Sweet Home Alone?
Oh, yeah.
Which came out today, by the way.
Yeah.
We didn't watch it yet. But I'm saying, I think they're starting to realize that, oh, look, people don't want this shit.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about this because this was it kind of feels like a spray and pray. I mean, they're trying very hard to get people excited about projects that aren't coming down the pipeline for another year or two yet.
Well, they're trying to get people to subscribe.
But I'm like, if there's something in this pile of logos that looks interesting, you're going to subscribe when it actually drops, Yeah. But, we know what's dropping. Disney's subscriber growth is dropping because the biggest complaint, we'll talk about this, is that they don't have enough original content. Mm-hmm. I mean, it really is.
And this came from Screen Rant, not us. We've said it too, but look, it's not just us saying it.
No.
Suck it, Twitter.
That is the elephant in the room, the Dumbo in the room.
I know a few Dumbos on Twitter.
Is that Disney Plus compared to Netflix, even compared to HBO Max, it doesn't have nearly the original content. It's like they always have like one big show at a time,
right?
And then it's over. Then they roll into the next series or whatever. But it's they need to be having like. I'm sure it'd be subpar, but they need to have like 5 or 6 shows a week.
The difference is too, Netflix and that's all they do.
Yeah.
So they can put all that money into that. But Disney has many, 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 different, branches, and not all the money goes into Disney Plus. It seems like they're trying to put a lot of the money into Disney Plus, but I don't think they can turn things around as fast. And also they're trying to do movies that are theatrical releases as well.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about the reaction to the lack of Star Wars and how this might possibly maybe, and I don't want to jump to conclusions here, but it might play into some of the rumors that there is a lot of upheaval.
There's a lot of shifting going around.
Yep, upheaval at Lucasfilm because we already saw Rogue Squadron get canceled, and
it's indefinitely delayed.
Indefinitely delayed. Yeah, until people forget all about it. And we move on.
They really need to get rid of the Headland show, but that's another story entirely.
Yeah, that one, they didn't show any logos for that either.
No, that one wasn't brought up at all.
We don't know what happened to Rangers of the New Republic because Gina Carano's out the door.
That was all supposed to be canceled before, so who the hell knows? But yeah.
Yeah, so I'll believe, it's kind of like with these shows, like I will believe it when I see it because so many of them, they get pushed back, they get canceled, they get retitled, whatever. But speaking of Star Wars, real quick before we get into it.
Yeah, actually, I saw this from... Lorena Criolla posted something about this, about Darth Vader was back at Disney today for the Disney Plus announcements. It's almost as if they think that Darth Vader, people like that character.
Yeah, I've noticed a definite lack of sequel trilogy merch in the parks even. It's usually, Galaxy's Edge stuff and original trilogy stuff.
I find your lack of Disney sequel trilogy merch exciting.
I'd say encouraging, yeah. It's definitely encouraging. And we've talked about this before, that originally Galaxy's Edge was designed to be an original trilogy themed area, and it wasn't until Kathleen Kennedy and Bob Iger got the brain fart. They saw the dailies, I guess. This is the story that I think
that was one of the people behind it, one of the Imagineers.
Yeah, one of the top Imagineers working on it was like, oh yeah, they saw the dailies. They were so excited about The Force Awakens that they switched everything over to sequel, and it was supposed to be, I guess, Tatooine and Endor.
Which I can see that.
Totally makes sense, and it would have been, I think, a much better experience. Even the rides, though, you can see that they very easily could roll them back to original trilogy because, you swap out some of the animatronics and it's pretty easy.
But they keep pushing like these meet and greets, like Rey and, Kylo Ren and all that. That was Darth Vader today. And people were excited.
Yeah. Yeah. See the excitement on his face? No, I actually would be very excited. They used to have Darth Vader used to, do all kinds of dances.
Well, that guy wasn't excited, but he doesn't look like he would be.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway, we're going to talk about all of this exciting Disney Plus stuff, I guess. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. Over 240,000 subs.
Woo! Yay! You finally hit it.
Finally. Yeah, so we do talk about pop culture, talk about streaming services, talk about Disney a lot.
Yeah, it's only 10,000 away from 250,000.
I know, right?
Yay! 250,000! Woohoo!
They don't give us.
That'd be a Merry Christmas to me. So
yeah, it would be. So let's get Geeky to 250,000. Doesn't matter about me. Just get her to 250,000.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I'm the only one that matters.
Hey, according to some people in the comments, that is the truth. They're like, "Oh God, it's just neon." Click.
Well, sorry.
That's okay.
I bring the ginger spice.
Ginger Spice.
That's right.
I'm
one of the Spice Girls.
I'm Old Spice.
You're Old Spice, and I'm Ginger Spice.
Anyway,
it's not geriatric spice.
Geriatric spice. Yeah, give me a couple of decades. Anyway, you put this out on Pirates and Princesses. This is kind of a roundup of all the stuff.
Yeah, I took all the Twitter announcements and put it in one place because I got tired of writing about every single one because I really didn't care. So here, can I take I'm taking the wheel.
Yep.
You take the wheel. Okay, so here we got. Here's. You like that, huh? So
that's a country song.
Here we go. So here's their big announcement. Cheaper by the dozen. Again.
And
look, it's Stocking has a Cheaper dozen coming in March. Then we have Disenchanted finally coming, even though they've been teasing this one for years. Fall.
Patrick Dempsey looks like he's just in it for the paycheck. Like, I am so over this.
Diary of a Wimpy Kid and Roderick Rolls because they're doing animated versions though, so it looks like the books.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I can kind of understand that because I loved the first 3 movies. But then they changed all the kids because they changed everybody. I was like, yeah, what is this? This is like direct-to-DVD sequel.
Well, that's why that kids age out. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
The Beatles get back. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers. And here you can see where they tried to cross out reboot, but they just underlined it. And put comeback.
Comeback.
And then you have Darkwing Duck stuff. You can see like there's like something in here that says DWD talent call or something on the paper. Then they have this Better Nate Than Ever. Whatever. Hocus Pocus 2 production has started. Then they have Pinocchio live action because, everybody wants live action of the animated shows because, they can't create anything new.
They did a couple of live. Disney didn't do it. I don't think Disney did them. They did a couple of live action Pinocchios.
They did.
Jonathan Taylor Thomas did one.
Yeah.
And then the one with the guy from Life is Beautiful, which is Nightmare Fuel.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Limitless with Chris Hemsworth. Welcome to Earth with Will Smith, which I really, really appreciate the title on that.
Yeah, I'll give him props for that.
I thought that was fun. I'll give him that. America the Beautiful for Nat Geo. Sneakerella. Because Lace Up and Dream.
Wait, is that the tagline?
It says Lace Up and Dream. And it says here, a classic fairy tale with new heart and soul, SOLE. They're really proud of that one. Proud Family Louder and Prouder because they're going to hit every checkbox with that one. High School Musical, the series, season 3.
Okay, I am completely confused. Okay, so our kids did watch High School Musical when they were younger, right? So I get that. It's a high school movie with singing and dancing and basketball.
Well, this is like the musical. Supposedly they're doing a musical of the High School Musical. I think.
So this is
I don't
like
know.
meta? Is this?
I don't know. I don't watch it.
So they're doing a musical of High School Musical, but the show's about the kids doing the musical of...
I think. I don't watch it. The Spiderwick Chronicles series, they're doing that because they have the IP now, so you're going to have to milk it because make sure you get your money's worth. Willow the series. Actually, this teaser is pretty funny. It was actually pretty good. If you get a chance to watch it, it's funny. I
would say I'm excited about it, but I've learned not to get excited about any sequel to any.
I don't know who put this one together, but it's actually pretty funny. So
no, I like Warwick Davis.
I do too, quite a bit.
We saw him and his family at Celebration a couple of years ago, and they all had like matching Segways. And they all just drive around in the Segways.
It was great.
I was like, oh, there go the.
It's really funny. If you get a chance to watch that, watch that. Under the Helmet, The Legacy of Boba Fett. So it's probably talking about different people who played Boba Fett character, Jerry Bullock and stuff. Then they have, then Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is where we're going to start with this. Obi-Wan Kenobi. They had a bunch of concept art and a little bit of Deborah Chow and Ian McGregor talking.
Okay. That's what
it was.
I thought they were almost done filming.
People thought there was going to be a trailer. That they really thought that Andor was being filmed at the same time. Nothing on Andor. Nothing.
So let's segue over to this then. This is coming from Comic Book Resources, and I have to give a hat tip to CCG, I think, who sent this over earlier today. Disney Plus Day's lack of Star Wars news infuriates fans because this is one of the big selling points. Is basically now that we've decided Star Wars is a direct-to-TV thing. You know, as far as I know, Andor, I think, is done or mostly done. Obi-Wan is done or mostly done.
They talked about Obi-Wan. They just mentioned the Andor in passing. We'll go back to that in a minute, where they gave a lot of the titles, but they didn't really show anything. There was nothing on, those shows. There wasn't trailers. There wasn't any more information on Book of Boba Fett.
Ahsoka.
There wasn't anything on The Mandalorian. Nope, no Ahsoka, no Mandalorian season 3.
Yeah, nothing. It's a little weird. Now this kind of ties in with, some of the rumors. I mean, look, Rogue Squadron just just disappeared. We don't know when or if they're going to make it now. We didn't hear anything about Leslie Headland's show. We don't know what's going on, but you think that would be a huge selling point.
Well, we go back to the list. They tease things that are coming in 2023 that are Marvel just with a picture, but there's nothing in there about Ahsoka, about Rangers of the Republic, which was, who knows, that one's on again. Any of these other shows they're announcing, it's not in there.
Disney Plus admin toward Marvel fans versus Star Wars.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it really did come across like that.
You know what, though?
That's
Disney
fun.
With everything. I mean, they're
fun.
Marvel, like there's a ton of Marvel stuff being announced, being dropped. And a lot of it we knew was coming. Some of it's kind of, wow, that wasn't expected. But yeah, you'd think Star Wars, given that The Mandalorian's, one of the biggest things they have on Disney Plus, you think that they would be promoting it more.
No, they don't. And then like this, why do I feel like Star Wars is the unwanted stepchild? That's what they got for Book of Boba Fett. They didn't really talk about it much. It's just like they passed a couple like clips over there. But yeah, in comparison, when we're going to go down here, they got Cars on the Road and some other stuff. Zootopia Plus, the new Tiana show, Intertwined. They go X-Men 97, she talked about.
Yeah.
And then they come down here and they have a Moon Knight and She-Hulk promo, and they had like little clips for both of those. And they had Ms. Marvel.
Yeah.
And What If season 2, because What If season 1 did well. And then they mentioned Echo, Spider-Man freshman year, I Am Groot, Ironheart, Agatha House of Harkness, Marvel Zombies, Secret Invasion, etc., all just logos. And they're not even coming out until like 2023 or later.
Oh my God.
And they're getting mentioned.
Yeah, that's weird. It sounds to me like Kevin Feige has his house in order. Completely debatable, because I think Phase 4 and Phase 5 are going to be a disaster. But it does sound like at least they have a basic idea of where they want to go. Whereas with Star Wars, I think the reason they're not showing it is we don't know what the hell is going on at Lucasfilm.
Because there's rumors that things are being canceled. There's rumors that certain people are out. It's all over the damn place. And things they should have had, like Andor. They should have had something for Andor more than they gave.
Yeah, I thought it was done. I thought unless they looked at it and they're like, this is dog shit. This isn't going to work.
But even for Obi-Wan, which was supposed to be like filmed, it was just a couple like interview clips and some concept art.
Yeah, now I gotta tell you, I mean, that's one of the few things that Disney has announced that I'm actually quasi excited about, and I don't want to let myself get excited, but I'm like, look. people say we're Star Wars haters, whatever. I actually like the prequels. I did like the prequels. I didn't love Phantom Menace, and I didn't love Attack of the Clones. I freaking love Revenge of the Sith.
He does.
And I will defend Revenge of the Sith until my dying day. I love that movie. But I love the chemistry between Ewan McGregor and Hayden Christensen.
Well, and when he was talking about it, Ewan McGregor was talking about he was so excited to work with Hayden Christensen again, and he's like, yeah, I get to work with Hayden again, and people were very excited about it. And they have Darth Vader show up in the parks today.
Yeah, that's not a coincidence
For Disney Plus Day.
That's not a coincidence.
And you know what they're probably going to do if they get Vader back, and they might do some more stories in the lines of the original trilogy and the time around that, because that's what people want.
Rogue Squadron, I think, was a sequel era show. And then we've got all the sequel era stuff going on with the Filoni-verse and Ahsoka and all that.
Well, Rogue Squadron didn't need to be sequel era because Rogue Squadron was part of the classic trilogy.
Yeah, but I think it was supposed to be.
I didn't know when it fell. I just knew that she was doing it.
I don't know. Well, it fell through, I guess, for now.
Well, indefinitely delayed.
I think it means it's probably canceled.
I don't know, but I am excited about the Agatha House of Harkness. I'm excited about that.
She was actually surprisingly one of the best parts of the show. Now, I actually did like WandaVision. We did like WandaVision. And I was actually very happy that by the end of WandaVision, they actually reverted the Scarlet Witch to her comic book self. We finally got the proper Scarlet Witch, which but it was actually pretty cool. And we got White Vision, which I never thought we'd see in the MCU.
Well, I knew the Marvel zombies they were going to do because everybody liked it so much. Secret Invasion looks kind of cool. They had a picture of Samuel Jackson looking older as Nick Fury. But there's a couple things I don't really care about Ironheart. They're like, they give a heartfelt thing. I'm like, that's not heartfelt. Throw it together. Original series. Does Disney want to know what original means anymore? Who knows? But people are mad. They hardly showed anything Star Wars. There's definitely a disconnect between what they're showing for Marvel, what they're showing for Star Wars. Like it's definitely weighted one way over the other.
No Squirrel Girl series. We're not getting that, I guess.
No, I guess. I don't think it's changing, but what is interesting to me was a lot of it, probably a good quarter to a third of it, was just, hey, here's people talking, and here's a logo.
Yeah, I was watching you put this.
Get excited, subscribe.
Yeah, I was watching you put this article together. I'm like, and
exactly.
But again, the stuff gets canceled all the time, and a lot of the stuff they announced at the beginning got canceled. It's all like placeholder. Like this is what we're planning. We have plans, dear investors. We know things look bad.
It was Disney Plus Day, Investor Day.
Yeah,
it was Disney Investor Day.
Guys, I know it looks bad. It looks bad, but we have plans, and in 3 or 4 years. We're going to be golden.
Yeah, they didn't have dates on those shows, the new ones they announced at the end, because it's going to take 2 or 3 years to get to them.
Yep.
But they aren't showing things from Star Wars when some of it's already done or supposed to be well on its way to development. Where'd they go?
That's a good question. I mean, I understand the pandemic to some degree obliterated some of that stuff.
It was still working for much of the Marvel stuff.
Netflix got their shit out.
Yeah,
HBO got their shit out.
So people are like, where is it?
You didn't even start. And then the pandemic came. It was like, whoopsie doopsie. Or, they started working on it and it just wasn't coming together. Screen Rant, though, they put this article out. It goes to show that after 2 years, Disney Plus has yet to fix its largest issue, which is a lack of regular new content available to all the subscribers. The platform has struggled with this, and based on the prospective release windows for highly anticipated shows like Ms. Marvel, highly anticipated.
Well,
Ms. Marvel
they're gonna push that one like crazy.
Yeah, it doesn't appear as though the issue will change anytime soon. It's also worth noting that some of Disney Plus's new releases over the past year have been slightly marred by the company requiring an additional premium charge to view
for the movies and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, so they said it's not an outright bad streaming platform, but it has shown problems in the first 2 years that it's failed to fix. And I think consumers are noticing, which is why it doesn't have the massive subscriber growth. Because really, Disney Plus, you could subscribe for like a month, 1 month a year, and play catch up on all the stuff worth watching, and then cancel it again.
Yeah, that's what people are doing.
Yeah, like I'm going to subscribe. I'm going to be in my house in January. Let's subscribe.
Well, no, right now they're doing $1.99 for returning customers. Subscribe for your month. Catch up on everything you want to catch up on, if that's what you want to do and you don't want to sail the high seas, which we don't condone. That's $2, and then you cancel. And you caught up on everything you want to catch up on until next year when they give a deal because they're desperate for subscribers, and then do it again.
Yeah, it's kind of like back in the day with cable where they give you the Disney Channel previews and the HBO previews, and you get those like once or twice a year. It'd be like, oh boy, I get to watch all of last year's movies. this week. Cause
Well, kind of, because it was different. Because it wasn't you didn't get to just pick on demand. It was like whatever was scheduled to run.
I used to tape the stuff.
I
did like, cool, Ghostbusters 2 is going to be on. See, that ages me. I really want that, but I don't want to pay for it. So I'm going to go buy a blank tape and I'm going to tape it. And nobody can stop me from taping it. And I did. I had tapes full of like free.
Who didn't?
Free Disney Channel stuff. Like, I'm going to tape it all, man. I'm going to tape it all. And then I'm just going to Actually, Disney Channel back in the day had the same problem that Disney Plus has now, where they ran the same shit over and over and over and over.
How many times do they run like Tron and the Star Wars movies and Ewoks, The Battle for Endor?
They did. Yeah, and I remember the Star Wars movies were on USA for a while.
Oh, yeah, I like that. They had Carrie Fisher. Was it Sci-Fi? They had USA or Sci-Fi. You had Carrie Fisher hosting them.
Yeah, I think so.
I was all excited. I remember I was like all excited waiting to watch those.
But Disney Channel, they had like all the Care Bears movies. It's stuff they didn't even make. It was like any like family friendly stuff. But yeah, Tron was like when it first came. I remember the first year Disney Channel was on. It was like Tron.
I love Tron, so it was fine by me. Yeah. I still love Tron to this day.
Like we're gonna make Tron stick. We're gonna make it a thing.
It stuck with me, and that's what matters.
That's right. Now we get a ride like.
I've got the Tron in me.
Wow.
I just said it to see what you do.
Greetings, programs. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up, I think.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Talk to you later.
Bye.